You're watching Startup Central with me, Nayantara Rai. A developing story. In about 60 minutes from now, Twitter officials will be meeting with the Secretary of METI, the IT Secretary, Mr. Ajay Soni. This is amid the standoff that we have seen between the Modi government as well as Twitter. Here's a quick refresher for all of you. After the violence that we saw on January 26th, we had seen the government issue a notice to Twitter asking it to take down more than 500 accounts which were related to misinformation on farmer genocide. Even before Twitter could comply with that or wanted to comply with that, we don't know as yet. We know that the government sent another list, that's more than 1,000 accounts and links saying that these were also Pakistani bots with a soft stance as far as Khalistan goes. Today, Twitter took out a blog saying how it is in compliance with the government notice, but it has refrained from taking down certain accounts, which could be of journalists as well as leaders of the opposition. Let's go across to Karishma Asudani for more on this. Hi, Karishma. You know, we've seen this plot actually see a lot of twists and turns in the last couple of days. You've also seen cabinet ministers like Piyush Goyal, for example, join a Desi alternative to Twitter, which is Koo. But having said that, today's meeting will, of course, assume significance. The government has already taken objection to Twitter putting out a blog before the meeting at 7:30 p.m.
Well, right, the government and Twitter, in fact, are now not seeing eye to eye, despite, repeated notices and letters have been exchanged. Like you also mentioned, Twitter today put out a post wherein they pointed out that they have withheld a portion of accounts as identified by ministry, but they have not taken any action against accounts of journalists, activists, and politician. This, they say, are actions which are not consistent with Indian law and acts against freedom of speech and expression. So it's definitely a very strong statement that has been put out by Twitter, and this clearly seems to have caught the government off guard because a meeting was already scheduled, and it's going to be today exactly in an hour at 7:30 p.m. where between Twitter officials and Secretary IT Ministry. After which, of course, we learn what the development looks like. But the government, like has mentioned, it finds this very unusual since the blog post has been put up before this scheduled meeting, and that ministry will now take some time to send across a response regarding this. Definitely, while Twitter took its stand on blocking orders, we have to see that how government will take this forward, especially in today's meeting, because that will set the road ahead on how is government looking to take up this matter with Twitter.
Okay, so let's see what happens at 7:30 p.m. That standoff very much continuing. Now, I was telling you how chief ministers, PSUs, even cabinet ministers have started opening accounts on Koo. It's a microblogging site. You can think of it as a Desi alternative to Twitter. It had won the Atmanirbhar app challenge that had been initiated by the Prime Minister. And Narendra Modi went on later to even acknowledge Koo in one of the Man Ki Baat episodes. This is our interview with the Koo founder from 2 days ago.
Yeah, as I said, 4 to 5x. We basically used to get in the ones of thousands of downloads every day. That's become 5x of what it was, right? So, we see a lot of love for the platform. Our daily active users are growing, especially in English and Hindi, because that's where the bigger market is, which uses Twitter right now. So they're all looking for alternatives, and that's driving them to come to Koo.
Have you positioned yourself as an Atmanirbhar app, as an Indian app that can be an alternative to Twitter?
Yeah, so we actually launched Koo way before the whole COVID thing happened last year, right? So it actually kind of coincided. We started working on developing the app late 2019 and launched it in March of 2020, right? So as soon as we launched, COVID hit, and it kind of coincided with the whole Atmanirbhar Bharat app campaign that the Prime Minister was doing. And it actually has helped us quite a bit. And yes, as in we are a made in India company, we are Indian founders. We are Atmanirbhar, we are an Atmanirbhar app.